Yo, all right, we got a really, really, really good episode today. And of course, it starts with the quote that we read in our morning 5 planner. All right. So wake up 3:20 a.m. feeling actually a little rested for the first time all week. Wake up 3:20 a.m. Go grab a big old glass of ice water. Take that downstairs. Put the headphones on. Listen to some instrumental music with no words, nothing to distract the mind. Open up the Morning 5 Planner, write down the gratitudes, write down the goals, and read the quote at the top of the page, right? Oh my gosh, I just lost all of my cameras and they just came back. Dude, this is crazy. I know today's episode is going to be absolutely amazing because 5 minutes before showtime, my entire software thing shut down. And then just now, we just had all cameras go out. But someone's in our corner fighting to make sure this gets out because both times it came back up. But anyways, here's what the planner looks like. Right there at the top, there's a quote. The quote today was submitted, and all of the quotes are submitted by actual members of our community. So the person who submitted today's quote was Antoinetta McGoey. Antoinetta McGoey. She submitted the quote, and the quote that she submitted was, a life lived in fear is a life half lived. A life lived in fear is a life half lived. And I loved that quote when I read it this morning. I thought, oh my gosh, well, I don't want to live a half life. I want to live a full life. A life lived in fear is a life half lived. Then I immediately, the skeptic in me, I'm like, let's be careful where we get our information from. I'm like, where'd this quote come from? And it came from this guy, Baz Luhrmann, Bazluhrmann. So I looked up Baz Luhrmann, and Baz Luhrmann is a G, net worth around 50 million. He has written the top 3 best-selling movies of all time in Australia. He's an Australian movie producer. He's also done like Broadway plays. He's created music and musicals. He's done like Romeo and Juliet and all these other Shakespearean things. He's done work for Netflix. Like when you pull him up on Wikipedia and you pull up all of his stuff, oh my gosh, dude, they got like 50 different credits just crediting different sources. He's won like all these awards and so on and so forth. Like the dude is legit. For real. The type of person that when they speak, he clearly has some wisdom. So I'm picking up what he's putting down. A life lived in fear is a life half lived. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm interested in living a full life, not a half life. So I'm not living my life in fear, and I'm going to challenge you to do the same. Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Glenn Lundy, a husband to 1, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning 5.
I'm Heather Parady, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Thursday, and we are under attack. My headphones won't stay on. Nobody can find the show on Facebook, even though we're live, and I can see it. So I need you to tag some friends, share it out, do all that stuff. Cameras have gone out. The entire show shut down 5 minutes before showtime after I've been building it since 4:30 this morning. So we are under attack. So what do? When we're under attack, we go on the offense. That's what we do. We don't play defense. We go on the offense. So I know that we've got a killer show, and I know that these headphones are going to absolutely distract me the whole show if I don't fix it. So I'm going to fix something real quick, and then we're going to dive in. It's going to be powerful. Do me a favor, tag your friends, family members, those that you know should be up in here. Go ahead and give them a tag this morning. Listen, today is Thursday I. We always talk about some AI tools on Thursdays, and it is also November 16th, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Thursday, November 16th, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible, incredible day. All right? It's going to be incredible. And we've got an incredible show for you today. I am coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. And on this Thursday, November 16th, 2023, I want you to mark this day in the calendar forevermore. All right. If you're a calendar person, you got a calendar maybe sitting around your house or somewhere on your fridge or something. Just mark today. Just mark today on your calendar, because today is going to be the day that you drew the line in the sand with your future self. That's right. Today's the day you are going to draw the line in the sand with your future self. Because listen, we've been in a series this week. Called No Thank You. And we've been talking about discussing, drawing the line, creating boundaries, so on and so forth. We started the week off by talking about drawing boundaries with yourself, right? Your current self, standards of excellence, the disciplines that you are going to apply or are currently applying in your life, right? Then on Tuesday, we talked about drawing a line with others, the people that we surround ourselves with, and also the music, the sounds, the television, all the different things, right? Just protecting that at all costs. And then yesterday we talked about drawing the line with God, right? Understanding what that relationship with God is going to look like and trusting that, not living in fear, as the quote talked about, right? Now, today, what we're going to do, we are going to draw the line in the sand, create a boundary, say no thank you to anything less than extraordinary for the 80-year-old version of you. Or maybe it's the 90-year-old version of you. Or maybe it's the 100-year-old version of you. You see, today you are going to make a deal. The younger you is going to make a deal with the older you today. But before you do, you know what we got to do on this show. You know we got to do some dancing. All right, let's do some dancing. Come on. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can help people change the way they start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. Marilyn Wilkin, great to see you this morning. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you deeply. Don Sankey, I'm glad you're in the building. Rodney Rock Hatfield, what up? I see my folks over on Clubhouse. Miss Leslie is here with a Homer Simpson sleeping in a bed profile. What's up, Chef? How you doing, Christopher? I see Joe's in the building. Najami's up in here as well. Renee Hayes, thanks for joining me. Kim Fair and Jacqueline Underwood, I'm glad you're here. Melvin Rodriguez, Natasha Smith, and Lasha Moore. Carrie Lynn Carter in the building. What's up, Charlene, honey? Did you guys say it's Josh O's birthday today? Happy birthday, Josh O. Bella Rigby is in the building. Milt Whitesides is up in here. What's up, Tara Hope and Russell Hill? I see Osuwalda. Thanks for joining us. Ignatius, thanks for joining us and for your first time ever on Clubhouse, or your first week on Clubhouse. I'm glad you're here. What's up, Layla? And how you doing, Marvin? Marvin's new to Clubhouse as well. Tawanda's in the building. Onyeocha, great to meet you, Onyeocha. I see Kate's up in here, and Banda and Nicole. Migdalia's in the building. Mignan. I see Kamati and Kish. I see that Dee Dee and Amy and Tarika and Erica and Sean Weatherby, Tony Thorstad, Leisha Moore, all up in the building. I see Laura and Nikisha. Man, what a gift, man. What a gift. Jackie's in the building. Justin's in here looking like The Rock. Pastor Jeff's up in here. Angeline, Miss Liza Myers-Borges, Christina Howard's doing some dancing. TM Hyman's in the building. I mean, what a gift. What a time to be alive, man. We can get together, hundreds of people, first thing in the morning. We can get together for some motivation, some education, some inspiration. We can start our day out together. Golly, man, I just can't get over how amazing it is that I and you get to experience life like this. It's just crazy, man. I think about the stuff people had to do back in the day. I'm like, golly, that wasn't for me. That wasn't for me. Hey, good morning to all of you. If I didn't call your name, doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you, and I do see you. Just want you to know that. Those of you that are watching on replay, I see you, and I am so grateful for you for joining us here on hashtag Rise and Grind. So listen, we are 1 week away. Thanksgiving is next week. My mom just told me this last night. I did not know. I had no idea. I had no idea that Thanksgiving was a week from today. Not a clue. Thanksgiving is next week. That means Black Friday is the day after that. That is when the Morning 5 planners come out. Every year, new planner comes out. And I'm telling you, this simple deal right here is, it changes everything. It's a life-changing tool. It's amazing. It's amazing. And so I highly suggest you grab one on Black Friday. Be ready for that. But if you want to buy some of these for people on your team, family members, anything like that, you want to buy some of these in bulk, email Jessica@glennlundy.com. Just let her know how many you want. Any orders over 10, you'll get discounted on those orders. You don't have to pay for shipping on those orders. And I'll get them out to you. Those go out first, and then we have the Black Friday rush. We start distributing those. I sign those, so on and so forth. But these planners, man, I'm just telling you, it's a game changer for you and the people around you. You want to give a gift this year? Give them a Morning 5 planner. You want to make an impact in somebody else's life this year or in 2024? Give them a Morning 5 planner and run with them. And start every day in an accountability group. I have an accountability group, me, Evan, and Michael Kerrigan. We text each other our gratitudes every single day, right? And we got a quote here on the top of the page that we can think about and talk about and discuss. This thing helps build relationships. It's interactive. It's not just some book that you keep track of your meetings on. It's a life-changing tool, man. For real, this thing is a life-changing tool. Look, there goes my cameras again. So crazy. They're just like flashing out. I'm not even doing nothing. It's like there's static charge or something. I don't know what's happening. But anyways, order your planners. Email Jessica@glennlundy.com if you want to get 10 or more. Otherwise, Black Friday, they'll be out. Be ready. All right? Be ready. All right, we're going to continue to dive in. Here's Heather and I spent a little time in some pre-production stuff around this topic. So I'll share a little bit of that with you, and then we'll continue to dive in.
At Bad B by Aria.
Okay, gotcha. How I feel after standing on the boundaries I set. Is that SpongeBob?
That's SpongeBob.
That is a tall SpongeBob rocking some Nikes. Okay, so she feels like a tall SpongeBob rocking some Nikes after she...
Come on, yeah.
Because she's standing on the boundaries that she set.
Yes. Okay, go. Okay, here's the next one.
Hold on. Okay, all right. Maybe I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for all that.
All right.
Standing on the feeling, how I feel after I stand on the boundaries that I set.
How do you?
I don't even know really what that means. I can't process this. How I feel from standing on. You go, girl. How I feel after standing on the boundaries I set. And it's got this picture right here.
I feel like that's a very powerful SpongeBob. So I don't sometimes. Usually I set the boundaries. I'm like, I'm a badass. And an hour later, I'm like, oh, I hope they weren't offended. Lord Jesus. So maybe I'd be like that, but with flip-flops on.
All right, so check it out. I think we can all agree AI, artificial intelligence, has drastically changed the landscape of many of the things that we do and is on the path of drastically changing the landscape of everything that we do. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. It is reality, though. Yesterday, I pulled up yesterday I pulled up a video that we took at the retreat that I just had in San Antonio. So we had a retreat in San Antonio. We had a bunch of our dealers come join us out there. We rented out a Six Flags theme park, which is just fun to say. I just like to say that. I rented out a Six Flags theme park just for my clients. How about that? How about that, masterminds? You want to join a great mastermind group? Who do you know that's renting out theme parks for you? Just saying. So, but I took a video. I did a keynote there, obviously, workshopping with the dealers. And I took the video of it. It was an hour and 15-minute video or so. And I put it into this new tool. It's called Opus, OPUS, right? And so I put it in Opus, and I can show you right here, Opus Clip. So I put it in Opus Clip, and it automatically knocked out 17 videos. Now, here's what's different about Opus Clip and some of the other tools I've used. It gives it a title, as you can see, right? The myths school taught us, exposing lies about earth and education, and then it gives you a score. And check this out. I'll let you listen to this one. Listen to this
They
one.
tell a story. They try to get you to follow it. And we have to break out of these beliefs if we want to grow 800%. I'm telling you. I've looked at it and looked at it and looked at it. Why? What did we do? Was it the marketing? Yeah, that was part of it. Was it the inventory? Yeah, that was part of it. Was it our people and processes? Yeah, that was part of it. But you know what it really was? Is we didn't believe shit anybody told us. And everybody in there was so new, we had no idea what we were doing. And because we had no idea, we just created our own freaking roadmap. I'm like, Evan, boom, you're going to freaking contract 150 deals, run $2,000 a copy. He's like, okay. He just does it. They tell a story. They try to get you to follow.
Right? So it automatically, cuts these clips, and then it tells you over on the side, like it breaks down. This video successfully grabs attention at the beginning. This video doesn't do this. This video needs a little bit of this. Here's your score, 99, 98, 92, 90, 87. Like it gives a score on each video based on how it's expected to perform, and then gives you guidance and feedback on what it's missing, how it could score higher. It gives you a title for it, so on and so forth. And it does all this in seconds. Unbelievable. It does it all in seconds. And I apologize for the little cuss word that came out of nowhere there. For the kiddos that are watching the show, my bad. Every once in a while that happens, especially when I get passionate with my car dealers, right? So yesterday I did that. And my 14-year-old will now, I'll shift that all over to my 14-year-old, and she'll go in and trim it up a little bit and clean it up and she'll make the adjustments, right? Based on the suggestions. It's like, oh, it needs this hook in the beginning. It doesn't have a hook in the beginning. Okay, she can adjust it to make that happen. Or, it doesn't have a clear call to action or whatever, right? Whatever guidance it will give her, and she'll be able to clean those in. And there's 17 pieces of content that came just, like that. It's amazing. So that was just yesterday, and that was just me kind of messing around because I was waiting on the kids to get out of church. Now, this morning, I talked to my personal trainer. Okay, so I have a personal trainer now. I'm on a mission to look a certain way and feel a certain way, and I want to be super healthy for a really long time because I've got young babies. And so this morning I talked to my personal trainer. Now, my personal trainer's name is Chatra GPT. She's French, and some of you guys have met her before. She's been on this show a couple times. And so I talked to my personal trainer. Oh, this is the wrong shot. I guess I didn't get a shot of that. Or I did, but I guess I didn't load the video. Let me see if I can pull it real quick. Video capture, media files, browse disk. See if I can find it. Oh, shoot. I can't find it. That's okay. No problem. I'll just express it to you. So, Chatra has mapped out a plan for me. All right. So I went into Chatra, and here's what I did, and I'll just kind of read it for you. So I went into Chat GPT. I call her Chatra. And here's what I said. I said, I want you to act as a physical trainer for me and my friend. Ask me the questions you need to know to put together a schedule. We want to include things like working out, running, increased flexibility, and being stronger and healthier. So then ChatGPT came back and said, sure, I can help you create a fitness schedule. Let's start by gathering some information. So then it asked me, what are your current fitness levels? And are there any specific fitness goals? How many days a week can you and your friend commit to working out? Do you have any preferences for the types of workouts that you enjoy, such as strength training, cardio, or flexibility exercises? Are there any specific health concerns or injuries I should be aware of? Do you have access to any fitness equipment or a gym, or do you prefer body weight exercises? Are there any time constraints or preferred workout times that you have? What's your dietary and hydration routine like? It asks these questions. So then I answer it, right? I'm like, yeah, we're both pretty athletic. We're in decent shape. We want to look like Michael B. Jordan. That's my goal. I want to look like Michael B. Jordan and be flexible and healthy. We're going to work out 7 days a week. We like to run, but we know we need to add strength training. There's no health concerns. We do have access to a gym, a track, all of it. We have an hour a day that we can work out maximum, and we need help with our diet also because we want to mix things up and make sure that every day is fun. So then ChatGPT comes back and it's like, boom, 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 boom. Okay, here's what you can do. So this morning, here it is. Where's this morning? So this morning, it basically gives me a workout for every single day. So today's workout, and it even keeps in mind, like on day 4, when I went and got my workout, it was like, hey, you're probably really sore from your workout 2 days ago. So today we're really going to focus on stretching and a light jog, right? Like it knows that my body's sore based on the information that it's giving me. So today is Thursday. It's got me a warm up, 5 to 10 minutes of light cardio. Then it's got lower body strength training, squats, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, Romanian deadlifts, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, Bulgarian split squats, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps per leg, and then cool down 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, right? So super cool, right? I've got a personal trainer right here, and I have conversations with it back and forth. I'm like, hey man, I'm feeling a little bit of this, or I'm not really digging on that, or can we do a little bit of this, or whatever, right? And it just guides me just like a real personal trainer would be. So pretty neat, right? Pretty neat how this AI tool works. Now, fast forward, my son Joel is actually here with me today. My son asked me a couple weeks ago if he could start. He wants to go work out with me. He wants to be a great soccer player. And so I said, well, you'll have to get up because I leave the house at 4:30 in the morning. So you got to get up at 4:30 in the morning, come with dad to the studio. Dad will do the show. And then after the show, we can go work out together. So my son is here. He's over in the other room, and he's super excited to be with me. So I went into Chatra and I said, hey, my son is 11 years old. He's joining me in the mornings now to work out. I want you to act as his personal trainer. Ask me the questions you need to know in order to build out a workout routine that helps him achieve his goal for being an incredible soccer player. And so it's like, okay, it's great to hear that your son, Joel, that you guys are starting to work out. I'd love to help him become a better soccer player. So then it asks all these questions. What is his current level? What are his soccer goals? What is the training frequency? What is the duration? What equipment do you have, right? So my son's now going to have a personal trainer that's going to help him become the best soccer player that he can be. So yesterday, I just hopped in, I cut some videos. Today, me and my personal trainer are setting up my health and fitness, and then also my son's. And then check this out. This right here, I am in the middle of writing a book, and I've finished writing a book, but we're doing the editing part. And this that you see on the screen, for those of you that are watching, this is a title from the book. Now, the premise of the book is there's a bunch of different titles, and they all have specific principles on them that we can apply in our businesses. And this is one of the titles, which was my photo guy made it, my video guy, right? He made this video. So this is part of my book. Now, here's what's cool about this is I wrote this. You can't really see it on the screen, but you'll be able to hear it in a second. I wrote this, and then I took it and I put it into AI, and I said, rewrite this in the voice of Henry Ford. Because the context of the book is that these titles are old. They're from like the early 1900s, late 1800s, that they're old. And so I can write them the way I write, but then I want it to sound like different, unique. I want it to sound like it's old talk, old language, right? So I take it, boom, throw it into ChatGPT. I'm like, rewrite this in the voice of Henry Ford, right? And it makes my book so much more like, I love it. But then check this out. Then I take that and I go to 11 Labs and I pull a video of Henry Ford and I actually pull Henry Ford's voice. And then I go to another place called Studio DID and I take Henry Ford's voice and my title that I wrote with ChatGPT, rewriting it with certain words from the early days, and I throw it into a video and look what I get. Check this out.
The title marked 11. Walk the walk with the dawn that bathes the sky in its golden embrace, ushering in a day pregnant with possibilities. I unfurl the title marked 11, carrying the principle, walk the walk. In truth, these ancient murmuring pages impart the wisdom that words, though dipped in the ink of sincerity and woven with threads of promise, gain true weight only when matched by the rhythm of action. Allow your eyes to fall upon your reflection. You who seek wisdom and progress, what do you see? Are you a living testament to your spoken vows, a manifestation of your proclaimed principles? Is the silhouette your shadow casts upon the earth one of integrity and commitment? Walk the walk, murmur the voices of antiquity. A symphony echoing through the winds of time, enveloping my ears with the melody of accountability and action. To declare is but the first step, a spark seeking kindling. To act, to move with purpose and deliberation. To tread the path carved by your words. This is the fire that illuminates, the flame that warms and transforms. Through the day's corridors and the night's galleries, let my footsteps resound with the cadence of my words. Let each stride bear witness to my commitments, each movement a dance of promises fulfilled and expectations met. In life's silence.
So check this out, right? Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? We're basically using the voice of Henry Ford, his voice in his language, and using it to be able to deliver principles here in 2023, but to be able to do it in a way that's never been done before. You see, thanks to these tools, my audiobook is going to be unlike anything the world has ever listened to. The voices in the audiobook will be authentic. There will be audio cues throughout the book that enhance the experience. There'll be well-timed interviews with Heather Parady and Michael Cirillo that will add additional depth. There'll be acoustic music at specific times and just this overall experience when you listen to the audio book. I mean, it's when you read it too. When you read it, you're reading in different voices. But when you listen to the audio book, it'll be like unlike anything the world has ever seen. I don't say that from pride or ego or anything like that. It's just we have these amazing tools, man. What a gift. My illustrator was using AI tools to create a powerful, data-driven cover that will blow you away. The cover of this book is going to blow you away. I can't really show it all to you right now. Here's kind of like a little bit of a glimpse, right? But the cover of this book is going to absolutely blow you away. And this technology that we're using to do all of this, is expanding rapidly. I hope you know, like this is just tip of the iceberg stuff. And it's expanding without guidance. Like on its own, it is just continually compounding, inching its way into every aspect of our lives. It's inching its way into our phones already, our cars, our jobs, our churches, the stock market, elections, movies. Like it's inching its way into everything. And the person that you are 20 years from now wants to be able to thrive in it. The person you're going to be 20 years from now wants to be able to capitalize from it. The person you are 20 years from now wants to be able to create with it. The person you are 20 years from now wants to benefit through it and gain because of it. And not just AI. The person you are 20 years from now wants to gain from the spiritual work that you do today. You see, the spiritual work that you do today affects tomorrow. The food that you eat today affects tomorrow. The exercise that you do today affects tomorrow. The relationships you build today affect tomorrow. The financial investments that you make today affect tomorrow. The career choices that you make today affect tomorrow. The education and the time that you take learning today affects tomorrow. The talks that you have in the mirror with yourself, the affirmations, the words that you use, it affects tomorrow. So listen, 20 years from now, you is counting on you. Like, do you understand that? The 20 years from now, you. I don't care if you're 80 now and you're going to be 100. I don't care if you're 60 now and you're going to be 80. I don't care if you're 10 now and you're going to be 30 or anywhere in between. The 20 year from now, you is counting on you. You understand? Like, you have to draw a line in the sand and say, no, thank you to lazy today. No, thank you. I'm out. No. Like, bro, I was tired this week. I did not feel good this week, like at all. But it's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you to being lazy today. No, thank you to not standing up and speaking at that event 2 days ago. No, thank you to not going on the flight. No, thank you to not getting up and doing my show. No, thank you. No, thank you. All pass, because there's a 20 year from now me that's counting on me to do these things today that are going to affect tomorrow. Like, I need you to say, no, thank you to the lust of today. The lust of today, the in the moment, the need it now, the glamour, the glitz that all comes with this lustful desire, whether that be physically, sexually, there's so many aspects to lust, right? Just say no, thank you. No, thank you to the things that are not going to serve you 20 years from now. No, thank you to the things that look great today and might feel great today, but don't serve you in the long run. No, thank you to the gluttony. Y'all know the deadly sins. No, thank you to the gluttony of today. I'm not going to just overeat. I'm not just going to indulge in my body with all of these things that look good and taste good, but ultimately don't serve me. No, thank you to mediocre effort. No, thank you to average. No, thank you to above average. No, thank you to anything less than extraordinary, understanding that there are lives at stake. The lives of the 20 year from now, you and me. Their lives are at stake with the decisions you make today. So do the things today that others won't do, so you can have the things tomorrow that others won't have. Do not hold back. Do not refrain. And do not fear. Because a life lived in fear is a life half lived. 20 years from now, you is counting on you. Don't let yourself down. Does that sound fair? Ladies and gentlemen, that's today's episode. Hashtag Rise of Grind. I love you. I really do. If nobody's told you yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. I'm going to go hang out on Clubhouse for a little bit as I make my way with my son over to the gym for his first time ever working out in a gym. It's going to be great. And I thank you for sharing this space and time with me. I hope you found it impactful. We love you, Heather and I. We love you so much. Like, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time in this space with us. It means absolutely everything to us. But you're amazing. Have an incredible day. I believe in you. You can do it. Make great decisions today. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on #Rise and Grind. Have a good day. Peace.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind, grind, grind. 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 #Rise and Grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind. Don't stop, get it, get it. #Rise and Grind, stop, get it, get it. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind. Good morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. #blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it.